This is the day that the Palestinians commemorate the defeat in the 1967 Six-Day War. Generally, there are large-scale protests on today, on the Naksa Day, but today there is not a mass demonstration planned. It will happen, though, on Friday. It's the last weekend of the Ramadan holiday. Nevertheless, the Army says they are prepared. The IDF has a large number of troops deployed along the border fence, including snipers who will continue to use live fire against anyone approaching the fence. In years past, the Naksa Day rallies have been marked by deadly confrontations. Destruction has been happening even today as I speak. Another round of kite terrorism from Gaza. A flaming kite has caused several large fires and damage to an academic center in the southern city of Sderot. Firefighters still on scene right now. Shai, back to you. You're live in the area. Give us a sense. Are the fires still burning? Are they under control? And is there more kites that could be launched in the hours to come?
Right, Jeff. Just in the past few hours, there were two fires pretty close to where we were standing that have since been put out. Right now, just a few minutes ago, we were seeing some kites in the air here. I think you can spot those. It's maybe a little difficult, but beyond that crane, what we see in the distance, that's Gazan territory, and there is indeed a white speck. Maybe it's just behind the crane right now. I'm not sure you can make that up, but we do understand that's a kite being flown from Gazan territory. Many of the times, these kites are actually attached to certain flammable materials that are dropped in Israeli territory. Sometimes the kites themselves land in Israeli territory. We're talking about some 600 cases of this happening, according to the Israeli defense minister, as well as the army, just since March 30th or so. 400 of them supposedly intercepted with these drones that the army has developed and attached certain blades to try and disarm them. We've spoken to local residents who tend to doubt that figure. Certainly, quite a few kites are able to penetrate into Israel and have caused a lot of damage in terms of the fields that have been burned here. Even the area around us here is much of it is charred and blackened. And you're talking about thousands of dollars of financial damage to the agricultural communities who, of course, depend on this for a certain livelihood.